Hey guys, I got a question for you. During a SHTF situation, do you see groups of children, teenagers, being a threat to you and your group? Now, a lot will probably say no. And that right there could be a very deadly mistake. Because if you look at these homeless children, you know, here in the States, now I'm not talking gang members. If you look, these runaways, they form into families, you know. It happens in Africa. Look over in Africa. Those kids over there, man, will kill you in a heartbeat. So will the kids in Central America and South America and stuff like that, and over in Asia, because they've been abandoned by their family. So kids form together and they form a family unit almost. Now, during a SHTF situation, a lot of parents will leave their kids because for one or two reasons, they can't afford them, they can't feed them, they can't protect them, so they abandon them, or they get killed, their parents get killed off and the kids are left. So, and most adults underestimate children being able to do them any harm. A kid will do anything to eat. Us adults say we'll do anything to feed our kids. Well, if you put a bunch of abandoned kids together, they're going to do a lot more than we could probably. I don't know. I've never been in this situation, but I'm just going off stuff I have seen. How kids act in certain countries and stuff like that. And most adults underestimate kids being a threat to them. I haven't heard anybody talk about this on YouTube or anything like that. Now, I'm not talking gang members or anything like that. But for the he-men out there who thinks, oh, there ain't no way a kid could hurt me. I'm a full-grown man. I have my semi-automatic. I'll take them out. Go to Chicago. Go to Detroit, go to New York, go to Miami, go to East LA, and go where there's a bunch of kids at, and see what happens to you. They will be like predators, and you will be their prey. They will beat you, they will rob you, and they could kill you. And that's just the gangs. Here right now. Now, put this into an SHTF situation. Say there's a group of 20 kids. The oldest ones are going to be the parent figures. They're going to tell the kids what to do. They're going to feed them. They're going to clothe them. They're going to love them. They're going to protect them. A kid will be loyal to somebody. Has loyalty to somebody like that. And the longer it goes, the more fanatic the loyalty gets. So, okay, let's use this situation. Say you're in a group and you're in your area, and a full-grown man comes up and asks, hey, could you feed me? I haven't ate. One or two things are going to happen. You're going to ask them what experience they have to trade off labor for food. If they don't have anything, you're going to tell them to hit the road. Or you're just going to tell them to hit the road. You ain't sharing. Okay, so that's going to stick in your mind. Okay, we ran this guy off. He could come back and start trouble. Okay, Say a 8-year-old little girl comes up, dirty, nasty, scrapes all over, bleeding, and they come up, could you help me, mister? I'm hungry. I'm scared. You guys are going to open your gates up. You're going to take them in. The women of the group will probably take them, bathe them, comb their hair, get them some new clothes, feed them, take care of them, tuck them in, and say a night or 2 or 3 nights later, this little girl gets up, walks out. Nobody's going to pay attention to her. Kind of go towards the gate area and say there's a guy standing there on guard duty. He's going to turn around. Oh, hey, how you doing? Going to talk to her and everything because they don't perceive her as a threat. Then the next thing you know, this girl has taken a knife out, slit the guard's throat, opened the gate, and a couple of dozen armed kids come in. Now your group's in a world of crap. What are you going to do? And this could happen because kids will group together. What are you going to do if that situation happens? Will you be able to drop the hammer in order to protect? Will you drop the hammer on the kids in order to protect you and your family? Now, a lot of people, I'll probably get a lot of crap off of this. But myself, I would drop the hammer on anyone. I don't care what age they are. I don't care what religion they are, what nationality they are, what race they are, whatever, in order to protect me and my boys. But see, that's what it is. It gets people, oh, they're kids. I couldn't pull the trigger and take a child's life. Then you're going to die, and your kids are going to die, or your grandkids are going to die because they're there for one reason and one reason only: to loot, rob, murder, and get what they want so they can survive. Because a lot of people underestimate the threat level of a child. And this is just a cold, hard facts. I mean, if you don't believe me, look at Africa. Look what they put those kids through. These are 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds over there with AKs, and they will shoot you. Shit, they'll shoot you just for looking at them sideways. Or these kids around here in gangs. But my point is, a lot of people will underestimate a group of kids during a SHTF situation because they're not preparing to get into it or get robbed or whatever by a group of kids. They're preparing to fight with the adults. They know what the adults are capable of doing, and they never think about what a group of kids might be capable of doing. And if you haven't thought about this, it might be a good thing to start thinking about, because there's going to be a lot of kids out there who's been abandoned by either their parents because they can't feed them or protect them, or their parents getting killed off. So, and they will form into groups. And it's just something that will be reality. I mean, and I just want you to think about it, because yes, it will be hard if it does happen to do that for a child, to do that to a child. But I just look like this. I'd much rather my boys live than them live. And if they come in to rob, that's taking food away from my boys. It's putting my boys in harm's way. Now, I'll probably get bashed. Oh, you're a murderer. You're this and that. It's not that. It's just getting people to think of this is a possibility of a what if in an SHTF situation. It could happen. It will happen. Groups of kids forming together because it's already happened all around the world, in Africa, in Central and South America, Mexico, Asia. Kids form together to protect one another like a family. And they will beat you, they will rob you, they will kill you nowadays. What do you think it's going to be like in a SHTF situation where they can't go rob the local grocery store? It's going to be bad. And a lot of people don't think about kids being a threat. They underestimate them. They don't see a kid being threat could bring harm to them. They just see them, oh, they're a kid, they're weak, they're naive, they're timid, they're this, they're that. And that's going to get a lot of people killed during a SHTF situation. Just think of all these kids, these school shootings, these kids that has this mental issue. Now it goes out and kills kids. I mean, kills other kids and stuff like that. Now, imagine what those type of kids would do. Those type of kids would do in a SHTF situation with no law, no authority figures around. They would become psychopaths. They would become murderers. They would form groups of killers. Because it will be easy to indoctrinate younger kids when they're scared, they're starving to death, they're freezing to death, and other groups of kids come in and find these kids and bring them in and give them safety, give them food, give them warmth, give them clothing. Eventually, the kid's mind is going to be fanatic towards the ones who helped them, and they would be willing to do anything to help and protect their family. I hope you guys understand where I'm going, trying to say. But if you haven't thought about children or teenagers being a threat during a SHTF situation, and you got to admit, 90% of the people don't see kids as threats. They when they're preparing for adult marauders. They're preparing for adult soldiers coming in at them. And they're leaving themselves wide open to a group of kids coming up, putting a bullet in the back of their head. In a SHTF situation, you got to think everything is a threat. From a pack of dogs to a group of kids to a group of adults to whatever. Everything will be a threat. And I have never seen a video on YouTube about kids being a threat. Because, like I said, people don't think of them that way. They don't want to think of them. A kid is capable of doing that. I've seen some kids do some horrible things. And kids, they don't have a conscience hardly, like us adults. Most adults will have second thoughts about pulling the trigger. A lot of kids don't. They'll pull it and not care. They don't care. So, which side of the fence are you on? Have you thought about them? Have you thought about kids being a threat during a SHTF situation, or have you not thought about it? Just do some thinking about it. And look, it can happen. It has happened. It will happen. And in a SHTF situation, it will be bad. It will be worse. And that's just another what if you've got to think about, because you prepare for your neighbors coming over to rob you. You prepare for the government come and rob you, the UN to come and rob you, you know, what everybody else to come and rob you. Have you prepared for a group of kids who look like they're starving, pretending to be looking like they're starving, and the next thing you know, you got a knife across your throat or you got a bullet in your brain because you underestimated them. You didn't think they were a threat. You guys tell me what you think. I mean, and if you need evidence, look online about these kid soldiers in Africa or over in Asia, um, in South and Central America and Mexico. I mean, kids can be violent, and that's just a proven fact. And look at the street kids in New York and L.A. and San Francisco and you know these big cities where they're runaways and they form family units. There's a lot of stuff going on because they get brought in and they feel safe and they feel like they have a family, and those kids will be willing to do anything in order to protect the family. I mean, so I mean, if you haven't thought about it, I hope this video has got you thinking about it, has got your eyes open to the possibility that they will be in a SHTF situation. Kids will be a threat in some ways. Don't put your guard down because you come across a kid, because that kid could have alternative motives. But tell me what you think. I hope it, like I said, I hope this gets you thinking, and I hope it gets you thinking enough where it keeps you and your family protected. Because if you didn't think about this, you know, like I said, I haven't seen a video on YouTube about this. So give me your feedback. Tell me what you think. And what would you do? How would you act if you got attacked by kids, teenagers during a SHTF situation? What would you do? Would you just lay down and let them do what they want to because, oh, they're kids, they don't know no better? Or would you fight back and protect you and yours? I would fight back. You know, I'll probably get slammed for that, but I don't care. I'm not here on YouTube or here in this world to make people happy. I'm here to protect my boys. And if I can help other people protect their family, I'm happy with it. If trolls slam me for it, so be it. You know, but I think about stuff that could happen, that it could affect my boys, and I try to put out videos to help people think. And I hope this one gets you thinking. And I'll see you on the next one. Just let me know what you guys think. Bye for now.